Shalom. First and foremost, want to give our praise to our Lord, Yahweh Boshem Yoshai, Boshem Akakrash, Ka Halalam Yahweh Boshem Yoshai, Boshem Akakrash. That's in the ancient Hebrews, and all praise to Yahweh in the name of Yoshai, in the name of the Holy Spirit. Yahweh is a great name for the God of the Bible, who the world ignorantly called Jehovah, God or Yahweh. His son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. The true name for the God of the Bible in the Hebrew is Yahweh, and his son's true name in the Hebrew is Yahushai. I want to give the honors unto our elders and apostles of Great Millstone, and shalom to all the brothers and they are pushing this word in sincerity and in truth, to all that believe in his gospel. Shalom. Brothers Akram Kem James Jamaica. And this lesson laws of the morning going is in this end is an end with much glory to it abide, maybe just entitled that lesson, that topic should I say. And let's go straight into it. We'll start off with Second Ezra chapter 7 and verse 42. It says, He answered me and said, This present life is not the end where much glory doeth abide. Therefore have they prayed for the weak, but the day of doom shall be the end of this time, and the beginning of immortality for to come, wherein corruption is past, intemperance is at an end, infidelity is cut off, righteousness is grown, and truth is sprung up. Then shall no man be able to save him that is destroyed, nor to oppress him that had gotten the victory. So this current life that we live, and this current age, if you will, us the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Native Americans, as well as Latinos, we're actually in our captivity. We're basically being punished for transgressing against the Most High, right? He give us laws, He give us statutes, we know for parents whenever take heed or follow them, therefore we basically suffer the punishment. So this in this life that we live right now, don't expect it to be we call it successful. So we're gonna find ourselves under the curses, where the scripture says you wanna make the heaven iron and hurt brass. It's like trying to escape, you're trying to make two ends meet, and it's not gonna work because scripture even says, let's get two pieces real quick. So okay. I'm just gonna make a curse real quick. Deuteronomy 28 and verse 23, it says, And thy heaven that is over thy head shall be brass, and the earth that is under thee shall be iron. And that basically going to like a saying you stuck between a rock and a hard place. So trying to escape a current situation, trying to make life better, it's going to be difficult, because going back to the scripture, this is not the end where much glory doth abide. The Most High subject us in this captivity, as it is written. Let's get a real quick. We'll go to the book of Baruch. Baruch 3, verse 8. Behold, we are yet this day in our captivity. So we're still in captivity because we're being sold unto our enemies for bondman and bondwoman, and no man to redeem us, no man to set us free, according to written in the book of Deuteronomy 28, verse 68. So we're in our captivity, and the reason why we went into slavery as a people, it wasn't no necessarily misfortune that took our people, or bad luck, why we're the only nation that went into slavery as we did. Because again, there's so-called white people going to slavery and all of that and blah blah black sheep. But on a whole, the entire nation on the low like this and suffered as we did, the so-called Negroes, Native Americans, plus Latinos. The reason what happened to us is because we transgressed the laws, and the reason why we're basically being shot down by police and there's gang violence and all that shit, is because of the laws that we break. So we're under the curse. It's written, so we're at this day in our captivity. Let's see. Alright, so we continue. It says, Where thou hast scattered us, so the Most High scattered us for a reproach, right? So we're reproached. We get called niggas, speak, the worst, women that are basically whores. The scripture say, Thy wife shall be an harlot in the street. No, the scripture tell us according to the curses. A good thing to do is really read Deuteronomy 28 chapter. The curses start from over verse 15 on down. Because it tell you even why you can't really have union in a neighborhood. It tell you why you can even have a solid family structure. The wife, and the more I'm here, the more I see it say these women are literally our enemy. The most I said it that way because the transgress him say thy wife shall be in harlot in the streets. And the tender and delicate, let me just get it real quick. Back to the curse. As if I read Deuteronomy 28 verse 15, it says, but it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I have commanded thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee. Did we keep the laws? No, we brought them. Sorry, let me just get this real quick. Solidify that point. I'm going to go to the book of Daniel. Daniel 9 at verse 11. It says, yea, all Israel have transgressed thy law, even by departing, that they might not obey thy voice. Therefore the curse is poured upon us, and the oath that is written in the law of Moses, the servant of Yahweh, because we have sinned against him, and sin is all the transgression of the law. So therefore we're facing these punishments, and a part of the punishment is basically not having a family structure. The man is basically set against the wife is set against the husband, set against her husband. Let me say husband set against wife and wife set against husband, so I can say something different. But it's chaotic. And there's no full trust. There's no the woman. For the most part, is not she not get taught how to be a woman, and same with the man. When you grow up on the principles and the roles of a family, some more than some, but for the most part, that's restricted, in the household. And these are all consequences of the our punishment. These are the curses, consequences of breaking the law, and this is the effect. So now we're being punished. So while we're being punished, we're not supposed to look for glory here. That's why you see things that get out of whack, and it's just getting worse and worse. The reason why you have even death among our people, because we transgress. Going back to the scripture, the wages of death is sin. If we didn't transgress here, there will be no death. Right? So when the Lord, come again and deliver us a second time and put in us a heart, a flesh, basically more Pergamos to keep the laws 100%, or we're going to be with him. Our whole desire going to be towards him. Then there will be no more death among us. Because again we're going to be perfect. So going back to the reason why family said family problem right now. This is let's go straight for the woman. This is Deuteronomy 28 verse 656. The tender and delicate woman among you, which would not adventure to set the sole of her foot upon the ground for delicateness and tenderness, for her eye shall be evil toward the husband of her bosom, and toward her son, and toward her daughter. And if you have any form of spiritual high, you can really say, the black woman really hate the so-called black man. Them look upon like the enemy, and it's just a part of the curse. And they are selfish, they are family oriented, because at the end of the day, they must say, they don't want to be with a man, and the man left if you ended a woman, which is another level of fuckery, because the scripture tells you the only reason a man supposed to left his wife, after the case of fornication, if she could go basically destroy herself, if you will. And that's what actually happens when a woman of one man and have sex with the next man. That's the only reason a man supposed to left his wife. But no, that's not the case. You have niggas just a cut and go through. That's all wickedness. But these are all consequences of us not hearkening unto our power. And all these things what transpire in society right now is all punishment. But the punishment is for actually a time frame. So the idea is not to, seek glory here or seek rest here. In our punishment, in our captivity, is written, we are yet to stay in our captivity. Let's go back to that. It says, behold, we are yet to stay in our captivity, where thou hast scattered us for a reproach and a curse, and to be subject to payments according to all the iniquities of our fathers, which departed from the Lord our God. They will pay a tax. And the scripture will tell us, we'll go basically earn wages to put in a whole bags. So it's like as you earn some money, pay your bills. You go out there in 9 to 5, some 12 to 12. Like see me security did that actually. The 12-hour shift them up. I think 6 days a week, if I'm mistaken too. So like if I'm wrong. But at the end of the day, work, do all your life, and you really don't have nothing. You don't have time to spend with the kids. You send your kids at daycare, and you don't really have a family. But all of these are consequences of breaking the laws. So the idea is to seek Yahweh Shemi Washai. Say, skip to Baruch 4 verse 28. For as it was in your mind to go astray from God, so being returned, seek Him 10 times more. So now we're supposed to seek the Most High for mercy because wait, it say He has smitten and He will heal us. Let me see if we can get that. But when people are trying to find glory here, I try to find rest here in the captivity, in the punishment, and that will never be the case, yeah? That's how I see people do all sort of things, they'll sell out this, do all sort of abomination just to see if they can, find rest, but that's not the case. It will never happen. Um, hold on here. Yeah, this is Hosea chapter 6 verse 1. Come and let us return unto the Lord, for He had torn and He will heal us. He had smitten and He will bind us up, because in the day this is all punishment from the Most High. If will divine punishment. Verse 2. After 2 days will He revive us. In the third day we will raise up, and we shall live in His sight. So we're going to get punished. Where Scripture said 2 days, which go back to like 2 ages, 2 ages. So okay. Let's say 1,000 years or 2,000 years really, because when you go to Peter, there's 1,000 years with us is one day with the Most High, but according to Israelite custom, according to the Most High said creation, you have the night, you see me? The 24-hour structure start with the darkness and then the light. So it start from the 24-hour cycle start from about 6 p.m. when the sun go down, and then go up to 6 a.m. if you will when the sun comes out, and then that 24-hour cycle will finish the next day, if you will, when the 24-hour period end. So we're actually in the night, or the darkness, should I say, of the third day, when we basically get risen up. So when the daylight comes, as written, when your house shall return, and the day, we call it day star arise in our heart. It's all we call it metaphoric, for all the Lord gonna return, and heal us, right? So we're gonna change these bodies at that, where we get bodies, spiritual bodies, spiritual, we have power. Actually, we will, according to prophecies, and we're gonna basically be perfect, as the scripture says. Basically heal us. Yahweh is coming back with healing in His wings. Let's get that real quick. Malachi 4 verse 2, it says, But unto you that fear my name shall the Son of Righteousness arise with healing in His wings, and He shall go forth and grow up as calves of the stall. So when Yahweh shall return, that's going to happen. That's why I'm telling the disciples here, this year in the book of John 16, and start of verse 20, it says, Verily, verily, I say unto you, that ye shall weep and lament, but the world shall rejoice, and he shall be sorrowful, but your sorrow shall be turned into joy. So in this current life, there is no glory. Your scripture tells us that he that turneth from evil make himself a prey. So seeking a righteous life in this current age, you're gonna be punished. You're gonna be hated. You're gonna be rejected. So we have to have the mindset. This is not the end where things gonna be there's no rest here. Let's get that real quick. Because what coming to the studio, the scripture will tell us that when you come to the studio, prepare your soul or your mind for temptation, because it will come. And you have to be a brace feet, if you will. This says, Micah 2 verse 10, Arise ye and depart, for this is not your rest, because it's polluted, it shall destroy you even with a sore destruction. And when you even meditate right now, the minds of the people, it's all gone. The food that we eat is polluted. The medicine we take is basically toxic, it's poison. the water we drink is poison, the air we breathe is poison. You can just look up these things. Much chemicals out there that's actually destroying us. And the knowledge, the schools are teaching evil knowledge, that's not wisdom. What further destroy people, the media is folly, the movies out there when them put the TV shows, the radio, whatever, everywhere is bombarded by folly, and it actually causes us to basically degrade, you know. The scripture will tell about us basically become a degenerated plant, when you could be degenerated, go back to falling from unsexual quality. Right, so we'll lose what we're supposed to be, we'll lose the way. And this current life, this current age is structured to actually deteriorate us and destroy us further and further. That's why the Lord said, except those days be shortened, there shall no flesh be saved. Because this is just the age of madness, and chaos, where the devil is ruling the so-called white race, will destroy things, destroy of worlds, right? So back to John. So if we are actually in our captivity and we are under the rulership of the devil, that's basically destroying things, then we're not supposed to look peace here, or even peace of mind. You will not find it here. You know, you not find a peace in a nothing. Everything is tainted. Everything, even like having a discussion today, with Akim, is like we'll come to the conclusion, which we know it's long time, but we're showing each other and sharing experience of how everything's just fake, tainted. People just, the scripture will tell about unreasonable men, and these are the people that we are around every day, right? So we need to get the old hell out of Dodge. We need to get saved from here. Right? So the captive being exiled, hasten that they be loose. So we desire freedom, you want deliverance. Right? And we don't want no yasso. Because there's nothing here. When you really truly meditate, pray, how can you have true rest in your body? When your body is deteriorated, people have sickness when them say can't cure, so what the fuck you want to do it? Right? It says, so back to John 16 verse 15 now, sorry, verse 21 now. It says, a woman when she is in travail had sorrow, because her hour is come. But as soon as she is delivered of the child, she remembered no more the anguish for joy that a man is born into the world. And he know therefore have sorrow, but I will see you again. And the scripture tells us he that increased knowledge increased sorrows, because we will come to the knowledge of Yahweh Shem Shai, and actually seeing where we transgress, seeing where we're falling, seeing what the world has become, and not being able to do anything about it, make us sorrowful. Seeing kids being abused, seeing Esau and the loose, people just degenerated. You have a 12 pounds, so sorrowful, right? And coming to the truth, you will feel that, you will have that, you will feel alone, right? And everything's just, shit, it's a madness, right? So we'll have that. But the scripture says what? But I'll see you again, and your heart shall rejoice, and your joy no man take it from you. So when Yahweh shall return, I'm going to return with a new age, right? The new world, so to speak. As is written, Esau is the end of this world, and Jacob, which is the Israelites, which Yahweh is the chief Israelite, Jacob is the beginning of it that follow. It's a discordant structure. That's why scripture will tell you, say the fashions of this world passed away. So we have a desire to see this fade out, to see all this madness, how them structure things, how family is structured, how business is structured, how people build house. All that will change, because it's all falling to destroy us. With all these toxic cars, and he start talk about carbon emission. The fucking cracker know only they do from first. But now you want to be like the line, and a smart cities and all of that, which basically is a dystopia. When you look upon where we really want, you see, fuck, slavery times a million. That's why Yahushua is coming back, kicking pot out of a fire, But we need deliverance here, because there's no rest here, there's no peace. People have to work up to 65. The other day with the and they must park and see a old lady, is maybe basically walk or sell, I think she sell like chocolate biscuit or something like that, and when it makes it, you can see, she's supposed to be home, with our family basically, our grandkids and our kids basically, things set she alright, she just chill. You labor upon the earth already if you just relax now, right? And she late at night up on the road also. For not even seeing that car, that kind of shit. With desire to see people out of this mess, and that's the average person life. Them work until them are 65, 70, and some still at work because the pension when them get out here is in a lot of places the world in the world shit. So them have to still have a work but in the kingdom of heaven that's coming, that's gonna be a thing of the past. Verse 33, skipping to verse 33, he says, "These things have I spoken unto you, that in me ye might have peace. In the world ye shall have tribulation, but be of good cheer. I have overcome the world." And Yahushua did it, so he basically set the peace for us. Right? The precept I want to bring out is this is 2 Ezra 8 in verse 50. It says, "For many great miseries shall be done to them that in the latter time shall dwell in the world, because they have walked in great pride. But understand thou for thyself, and seek out the glory for such as be like thee. For unto you is paradise open," starting with this truth, understanding of the scriptures. It says, "The tree," it says, "the tree of life is planted, the time to come is prepared, plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded," that city is the kingdom of heaven. It says the city is builded and rest is allowed. So at that point we'll have rest, but not here. There's rest that we labor to enter into that rest. It says, "Plenteousness is made ready, a city is builded, and rest is allowed. Yea, perfect goodness and wisdom, the root of evil." It says, "The root of evil is sealed up from you, weakness and mud is hid from you, and corruption is fled into hell to be forgotten. Sorrows are past, and in the end is shewed the treasure of immortality." So in the end, that's one will basically go of immortality, everlasting life. But not here, not in this life. Set for this life, that's how we seek the one to come. Our brother favorite precept here is Hebrews chapter. As we say that, remember even the people them out there in St. Catherine house will get licked down. Let me want to say the most foundation or so them said to build the house. But go back to even this precept, Hebrews chapter 13, verse 14. "For here we have no continuing city, but we seek one to come." We see the kingdom of heaven. That's going to be your continuing city, a world without end. No sorrows, no death, no mournings, no weeping, no pain. All of that is a thing of the past, and that's our desire. Will it happen here? No, it will not. So we have to seek where it's possible. I'm going to close with Peter, 2 Peter chapter 3 and verse start 11. It says, "Seeing then that all these things shall be dissolved, what manner of person are you to be in our holy conversation and godliness?" So everything we'll look upon will basically be destroyed. You have a world war right now. It's going to fight with nukes. So it's going to be a thermonuclear fallout. So what's the point is in holding on to anything here? Hyperinflation right now is kicking in when the currency going to collapse. So again, there's no point here. Everything is just misery. You see, I see for the certain things and the currency is inflate, and you see price of things is go up and you can't reach it. You work for nothing. Because again, this present life is not the end where much glory do it abide. And it did say much glory because there's glory here. There's sometimes the most I give a dog a bone, so to speak, where you get certain achievement, but at the end of the day, it's all tainted. Vanity and vexation of spirit. Everybody when they upon the hurt can basically confess that if them be honest. There's no true pleasure here. Scripture said, even in laughter, the heart is heavy, it's bitter. And ideas still have to deal with bullshit. Still feel pain in your body, still get sick, still have worries, still losing loved ones. So there's no point. Just looking for and hasten unto the coming of the day of God, wherein the heavens being on fire shall be dissolved, and the Hellmen shall melt with fervent heat, referring to the thermonuclear destruction. Main point, verse 13. Nevertheless, we, according to his promise, look for new heavens and a new earth wherein dwelleth righteousness. So in that new world that's coming, there will be right is with a righteous era, you know. And that's how Isaiah. When you not worry about no scamming, you no criminal, you know, go up on the road and get stick up and rob or get shot. Those are gonna be a thing of the past. Not even World War III not got no more. No nation not going to invade another nation. Scripture says a nation shall not learn war anymore. There will just be eternal peace, definitely for the nation of Israel. But these nations shall get punished first. Esau get removed off of the earth after 1,000 years, and the nation they get them quarters, them specific what you call inheritance, landmass, where most I will, and then basically be tributary unto us. And we're going to rule them in righteousness, because you know, no child sex trade or human harvesting and madness, that gonna be a hand if you want world peace, if you want true world peace, desire the return of the Lord, because it will only come in his age, or his world, so to speak. Right, so hope this lesson is edifying to you like out there. Giving all praises to our boy, how about Shemi Shaibo, Shemi Kakodash, the one is into elders and apostles of great millstone, and shalom to the full life. Shalom.